tenure ever as a city clerk.
Can you read this?
Yeah. I returned my black suit.
To bring to order tonight's Public Safety and Criminal Justice meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Chairman Hogan.
Present.
Present. Council Maggie Madre.
Present.
Council McLean. Absent. Council Avery.
Present.
Council Matul. Absent. One matter before this committee, constable reappointment of Melvin Locke, 313 Essex Street.
Malvin's in attendance. What's the wish of the committee?
I'll make a motion to accept.
Second.
Second.
Chairman Hogan.
Yes, and that's a motion to approve, right? All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Council Maggie Madre.
Yes.
Council Avery.
Yes.
Unanimous vote.
Unanimous vote of the committee. Thank you, Mr. Locke. And welcome back as our guy who's always in the community. All right. All right. Do we have...
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Adjourned. Good job, Umana.
Good.
Quick.
Who makes it?
I don't even know that.
You come with me and Sean Reed.
Hi, my name is, would like to call the Public Property and Parks Committee agenda to order. It is March 10th, 2026. And on the agenda for today, we have two requests. The first one is a request from the mayor's office to use the foyer on Friday, April 10th, 2026, to host the Khmer flag raising. What is the wish of the committee?
I'm going to do it just a
Roll call.
Oh, sorry.
Chairwoman Maggie Madre,
Present.
Councilor Hogan,
Present.
Councilor Lapierre, absent. Councilor Avery,
Present.
Councilor Matul, absent. We have a quorum. The first request is from the mayor's office to use the foyer on Friday, April 10th, to host the Khmer flag raising.
Any discussion from the committee?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
So that motion's been made and seconded.
Chairwoman Maggie Madre,
That motion passed.
Present.
I'm doing a roll call.
Oh, yes, present.
Councilor Hogan,
Yes.
Councilor Lapierre, absent. Councilor Avery,
Yes.
Councilor Matul, absent. Second request is from the Division of Health to use the foyer on Monday, April 13th, 2026, from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. to host a kickoff event for the Public Health Week.
Thank you. I see somebody here is for the Public Health Department. Would you like to speak on what you would like to happen then?
Yes. Hello, my name is Irini Camarinos. I represent the Public Health Division. And as part of our festivities for Public Health Week, like every year, we would like to host a kickoff event. And I would like to request use of the foyer from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Monday, April 13th for a networking event. We plan on inviting groups such as the North Shore Public Health Collaborative, the Lynn Disability Commission, Council on Aging, Youth and Adolescents Task Force, Opioid Working Group, CALM Team, youth-led mental health groups to network with each other and with any community members that are in the foyer and would like to hear more about the groups.
Sounds fantastic. Does any committee members have any questions?
Thanks for being here. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
That motion passed. Roll call, please.
Chairwoman Maggie Madre,
Yes.
Councilor Hogan,
Yes.
Councilor Lapierre, absent. Councilor Avery,
Yes.
Councilor Matul, absent. Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We are adjourned.
I'd like to call the Licensing Committee to order Tuesday, March 10th. Roll call, please.
Chairman Avery.
Present.
Councilor Hogan.
Present.
Councilor Net.
Present.
Councilor Megni Madre.
Present.
Councilor Field. Absent.
All right, first on the agenda, we have Livery Company New for More Energy and More Elegance, Inc., 7 Cressy Place, owner Aded Frias. All right, he's here. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any in opposition? Motion passes. Next is V&A Logistics Corp., 81 Whiting Street, owner Esmail Valenti Valer. He's also present. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, that has carried. Pass.
Those licenses are available in the city clerk's office now.
They're also operators
So
also.
they're on the next as well.
Okay, great. Livery operator new is Aries Frias Edid, 7 Cressy Place, owner. Aries Frias. Yes, correct. He's here. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, that is passed. As Marilyn Valenti Vera, 81 Whiting Street, new. He's also present. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, that has passed. Next is Matteo Guidi of 17 W. Green Street. She's also present. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Second.
That's been seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, that has passed. Those are available, right?
They're available as well in the city clerk's office right now.
So you guys are all
Wanna
set.
pick them
It's
up
available.
and way out the door.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you. Next up is taxi operator new. This was tabled from our February 24th meeting, and it's
Okay, Lamana first.
Choco Goria Raymond. He is present. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to approve.
Second.
That's been seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, that has been passed. That's available also downstairs in the clerk's office. We have a sign location, sign license for 9 Broadway Street, Tropical Nails.
Who'd like to take the renewals as a whole?
Yes, that would be great. Yeah, we'll take the renewals as a whole.
Take them as a whole.
Second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, all the renewals have passed.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved, thank you.
He second.
Second.
Seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, thank you.
The canning.
Up next, we have canning. What's the wish of the committee?
Make a motion to approve.
Take it as,
You want to take them as a whole?
Is it okay?
yeah,
Can you have the city clerk read them, please?
sure, absolutely.
St. Mary's Track and Field, adults only, March 20, 21, 22. Sewell Anderson Elementary, PTO, adults only, April 10, 11th, and 12th. Gowdy Park Association, adults only, April 24, 25, 26. Eastland Little League, adults only, May 8, 9, and 10. Wyoming Little League, adults only, May 1, 2, and 3. Wyoming Lions Club, adults only, May 30th and 31st. And the Lynn All-City Band, adults only, May 23 and 24.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none, that has passed. I would be remiss, since our chairman Fields is not here, that we remind folks to use extreme caution when you're out there canning out in Wyoming Square and parts of our city. So please use extreme caution, and that's adults only. All right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other business?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Councilor Hogan to adjourn, seconded by Natasha Medjimadri. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Adjourn. Thank you.
Awesome.
I'm like trying to. Yeah, but strawberry.
Barry Park, right? Barry?
I would like to call the council appointment subcommittee to order for March 10th, 2026. Roll call, please, clerk.
Chairwoman Maggie Madray.
Present.
Councilor Hogan. Absent. Councilor Matul. Absent. Councilor Paez.
Present.
Councilor Avery.
Present.
I'm sitting for Councilor Matul.
Council President Ellensong.
Present.
Thank you. Okay. You want to do the next?
So the first on the agenda is interview for the Ward 1 Council Representative to the Citizens Advisory Board, Juan Javier Valdez.
Madam Chair, can I say something before we start with the interview? The Citizen Advisory Board is an automatic appointment by the sitting councilor. Since Mr. Javier is appointed by the Ward 1 councilor, he is automatically appointed. But because of this committee, he still has to come here and introduce himself, and we can still ask questions.
Thank you, Council
Madam Chair.
President Ellensong. Thank you, Mr. Valdez.
My name is Juan Javier Valdez, but I go by Javier. And I have been a resident of Lynn since I got married, and my wife brought me into the North Shore. I've been very heavily involved in the city when it comes to youth mentoring. Currently, the community manager for the Lynn Com team. And so when Councilor Meany asked me about the appointment, I said, the more involved I am in the community, the better it'll be. I'm big on civil engagement, and so I thought this was a great opportunity to be able to be involved more in the city and in the ward that I live in. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Through you, Chair.
Yes.
Thank
Councilor
you.
Avery.
And I also just want to echo the great work you and the COM team are doing across our city. So I think by having you on this is only another addition. So congratulations, and I think Dr. Meany had a good pick here.
Awesome. Thank you.
Second.
Do any other committee members want to say anything, or we're good? Okay, what's the wish of the committee?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank
That
you.
motion passes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda, there are 5 candidates, interviews for the Lynn Human Rights Commission. The first person on the interview list is April Anderson. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is April Anderson. Born and raised here in the city of Lynn. I am currently a juvenile probation officer here in Lynn. After graduating college, spent 15 years in Texas. Always knew that coming back home was the end goal, to work in my city and do what I was doing in Texas here in Lynn. So I came back, have been back for about 10 years, and trying to be engaged in any way I can in the city.
Awesome. Thank you so much for applying. Do any committee members have any questions? Councilor Hogan?
So April is also a resident of Ward 6, and her family has been in the ward for a very long time. And
Yes.
recently they had a fire a couple years ago in their house, and the house was totally demolished. They stayed in Ward 6
Yeah.
in an apartment, and then they recently moved back to the house, which is on Warren Street, into a brand-new house in the same location. So I've known April a long time, and she does a lot in the city. And one question I got for the chair is, how many positions on the Human Rights Commission are there available?
Thank you for that question. Right now, there's only one position available.
One position. All right. Just want to wish you good luck, April, and just keep doing all the good things that you do.
Thank you.
Do any other committee members? Councilor Avery?
April, it's good to see you up here. I've known you probably my whole entire life, and the family as well. My only question is, and as the former chair of the Human Rights and been on there since it got established, is the commitment to meeting third Tuesdays of every month at 6 p.m. Is that something that is feasible and something that you can do?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
If selected, the commitment beyond that, if needed, I feel like the committee itself and making sure that people are aware of their rights and everyone's being treated regardless of their background equally, it may take more than just those Tuesdays a month, and I am open to doing that as well.
Perfect. Thank you, and good luck through the process. I wish you the best, and I think you'll be a great addition. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Councilor Ansel.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. April, apparently we've seen you everywhere. You were very active in the community and all. But I'm just wondering, this is the first time I've seen you, I believe, applied for a city board or commission.
Yes.
And why is that? And, or if I'm wrong, maybe what boards and commissions you served before?
No, you're right.
I'm just
this
curious.
This is the first time. I think me personally, I am that person who likes to be behind the scenes. So you see me at a lot because I'm working behind the scenes. I don't need to be the face of. So when it comes to doing something like this, it's a little bit out of my comfort zone. The work isn't out of my comfort zone, but doing this is out of my comfort zone. So that's probably why you haven't seen me in something like this before.
Fair enough. Thank you. I hope you will continue. If this is not for you, I hope you will still continue because there's a lot of boards and commissions that I can
Absolutely.
really picture you doing it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yeah, and Councilor Paez.
Thank you. And April, thank you for applying. I guess just one question that I have is, what do you hope to bring to the Human Rights Commission?
I hope to kind of be that go-between and be that support for the community, that face for the community if they don't feel comfortable, coming here, like me, kind of don't really want to be in the public eye, and but they do have concerns and they have issues. I want to be that face for them. I want to be the person that they can come to and talk to, and then I can bring it to the commission and the board and the city to let them know that there's some concerns or issues. And so that's kind of what I wish to bring to the committee.
Thank you.
Thank you, April. We really appreciate you coming in, and we're just going to be interviewing all the candidates, and we're going to be taking it under advisement, so we'll definitely be in touch. And thank you again for your interest in the Human Rights Committee. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck.
The next step for interviews on the Lynn Human Rights Commission is Rossi Reynoso.
Is Ms. Reynoso here? I believe Ms. Reynoso did send an email. She might not be able to attend today because of a parent conference, so we'll probably be pushing her to the next council meeting, which will be March 24th.
Correct.
Okay. So the next one.
Next on the list for interviews for the Human Rights Commission is Zosha Van Meter.
Zosha, welcome. Thank you for coming. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hello, thank you. Yes, I would love to. Thank you. My name is Zosha Van Meter. I am a Lynn resident. I currently work in the city. I have an administrative position here, and I work with a few nonprofits throughout the city, and I've just been very passionate about helping our community. And I specifically had interest in the Human Rights Commission because I have very much an interest in trying to notice social inequities, inequalities, and trying to address them in a very pragmatic and, ordinance and administrative-based sort of way.
Thank you. Do any of our committee members have questions? Councilor Avery?
Zosha, thank you for being here. As a chair, former chair, my question to you would be, you mentioned administration position here in the city, and as chair, and have sat on a lot of these different cases, majority of our cases that we have heard have been about city departments or city issues relating to City Hall, DPW, whatever it may be. How would that affect your role as being a commissioner, that we can have the trust in our residents to feel comfortable to still come forward to you in your dual role as a commissioner and as an administrative position here in the city of Lynn?
Sure. Let me think on that for a second. I would like to think that if put into that position, I am able to keep that, that personal bias out of it. I wear a lot of hats. I think that a lot of you know that about me, whether it is in work or out of work. I have a bunch of different roles, and when I am in that role, I step into it, and the other ones take a back seat to it. So if there were something that were brought to me that, let's say, had to do with my department, I would do my best to be obviously as impartial as possible, really look at it from the most, the most logical and pragmatic way to get to a resolution. And to be quite honest, I am human. So if I did ever feel like there would be a conflict of interest, I would just disclose that and abstain from participating.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Councilor Hanslick.
Hi. Can you tell us about the Athena project? Something that you founded and worked on?
Sure. So the Athena Project Lynn is a nonprofit that is based here in Lynn. I am the founder and the sole member that's really doing a lot now, although we do have a small panel of people who are working on an upcoming project. But we are a nonprofit that focuses on identifying resources that currently exist within the city and bolstering them or connecting them to each other. The foundation was created based on the idea that we have a lot of resources and that there's a lot of strength in numbers. So we have a lot of nonprofits here in the city of Lynn, and I noticed this with something as simple as like our backpack drives. We have a lot of nonprofits doing the same thing, doing repetitive work, and the idea of the Athena Project, Lynn, is to network with each other and to work less in silos and with more collaboration because of that strength in numbers. The idea is that in the nonprofit space, there is no such thing as competition. There's only greater impact. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do any other committee members have any questions? No. So, like I mentioned before, we're gonna interview all the applicants, and then we'll take it under advisement. We're gonna let you know, and we just wanted to thank you for applying and for your interest in this very important committee. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The final interviewee for the Lynn Human Rights Commission is LaShawna Vernon.
LaShawna, welcome. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Hi, I'm LaShawna Vernon. I've been in Lynn for about 20 years now. I'm in Ward 7, so I just met, he is actually the only counselor I've met since I've been here, so I'm happy, he's the counselor now. I have been on, well, first I want to start with the interest why I wanted to be on this committee. As being a recipient of some, inequality or, being treated unfairly based on the color of my skin, I thought it would be good for me to be on the other side to help with dealing with, what I dealt with. I didn't know this committee, it was even in Lynn, so I was quite surprised when I saw it and very actually proud of it. But then on the flip side, having to talk with my fiance about me wanting to do that, I went to the MLK breakfast, and Council at Large Nicole, she gave a speech, and in her speech, she said something about, walking into a room and already being prejudged just by her, the look of her skin, the color of her skin. And I had to talk with my fiance about that. And he was like, well, what about the people that you're walking in the room to? Maybe they're feeling like you're going to judge them because you already feel judged. So then that hit me hard. Like, it's not just about me, it's about other races. They're probably, I'm thinking things about them, they're thinking things about me, and the interaction or the outcome of that, really opened my eyes like, it's not just about me, it's about all races. Everybody hears the whole Black Lives Matter, but there are other, Caucasians have issues, Asians, everyone has these inequalities based on not just the color of skin, but how they look, how they dress. So it intrigued me even more to be a part and learn, mainly learn, be a voice, but also learn from what's going on out there. I'm pretty, like she said, I'm, like to be behind the scenes, but I see this as a learning opportunity also for me and also to help my fellow citizens of Lynn, so.
Thank you. Do any committee members have a question? Councilor Avery.
LaShawna, first I want to say thank you. I've gotten to know you over the last few months as a constituent of mine in Ward 7. I would also like to bring up that you have been involved in Ward 7. You were at my community meeting. I've seen you around the ward a lot. You know, you were the president of the PTO in Sewell Anderson, board member of the Pine Hill Little League, and not only that, you served our country in the Navy. So I want to acknowledge that and thank you for your service and thank you for being here today. And I wish you the best throughout this rest of the process. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other councilors? Councilor Hogan?
I just really want to say thank you, too, because this is great that we have 5 candidates coming up here. And that means that people want to get involved. And this is a new process we're doing now. We're having you come before the city council. We're asking questions. People on TV can see you guys. They can see that you're engaged. And like Councilor Allenson said, he said, if we don't pick, we're only picking 1 out of 5 here. There's other boards in the city, so there's other things for people to get involved with. So we're just happy that we have a good, strong candidate group. And listen to everyone. Everyone is pretty amazing so far. So I wanted to say thank you for coming in. Thank you for stepping up for the city of Lynn. So,
Councilor Allen.
I don't want to be in this situation, and I'm glad I'm not part of this committee. But I'm just here to ask questions, courtesy by Councilor Matul. But like I would like to echo my colleagues. This is just all of you are just amazing candidates. We can just hire you right now as our representatives of the council. But if you're not picked, we really want you to serve somewhere else. There's a lot of commissions and boards that this council is responsible for, and we will keep in touch. So thank you for applying.
Councilor Avery?
Yeah, if I can just add, you know, as the chair, there are 2 open seats as well in the mayor's office. So I encourage these applicants to also apply within the mayor's office, as there are some vacancies in the mayor's office. And also through you, Chair, I would like to acknowledge our new chairman of the Lynn Human Rights, who's in our audience today, Emmanuel Vegas, who's the new chair of the Lynn Human Rights. Thanks for being here.
Can you please stand up
Emmanuel.
first? Thank you.
Thank you, Emmanuel.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. For any other questions?
Can I ask a question to Councilor Avery? Based on your experience, since you're the chair of Human Rights before, do you have a process of bringing those people that are not selected to the mayor's slot, or what's the process? Or can we all sign and send that letter? Or
So I you know, our Madam Clerk, Ms. Young, happens to be our secretary on the Lynn Human Rights Commission, who does a fantastic job. With that being said, in vacancies of the mayor's office, through the chair, I would always ask our secretary, Ms. Young, to notify the mayor's office of those vacancies, where then they would have their own process to then appoint, and us as a body will approve that when the mayor makes those recommendations forward. But I can tell you that one of the vacancies has been vacant for some time. So I hope with this many candidates and great candidates, and with you and Terry, we'll talk to the mayor's office and see what we can do. I'm not sure if they have their own candidates they're interviewing at the moment, but I want to encourage these folks to also apply to the mayor's office.
done. We can send that letter and recommendation. Thank you, Councilor.
Lashana, thank you so much for applying and your interest in this committee. Like I said before, we're going to be taking this under advisement. We're going to let you know. And again, thank you so much for your time and your interest in this committee.
No problem.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
thank you.
Third position for interviews tonight is to the Lynn Public Arts Commission. 2 of the candidates have been rescheduled to the March 24th hearing. That leaves 2 others for tonight's interview. The first is Greg Hetrick.
Welcome, Greg. Would you like to please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I moved to Lynn approximately 6 months ago, or 6 years ago. Jeez, sorry. Still in work mode. So about 6 years ago, I work professionally as the Vice President of Technology at a tech firm based out of Atlanta, and a semi-professional artist. And so I've been doing art for probably 15 years. I've done a couple murals within Lynn with Beyond Walls, and have kind of financially donated to a lot of the artistic charitable organizations in Lynn. And then over the last year, kind of made the decision that not only should we be financially supporting those, I should be donating time. made a list of organizations and committees and subcommittees that I think would, that I'm passionate about, that my time would be well spent doing. And this one came available, and thus I applied.
Awesome. Thank you so much for applying. Do any of the committee members have questions? Councilor Allen.
I have no question, Greg, but I just want to tell you this resume is amazing and very impressive. I would like to say thank you for applying
Absolutely.
and sharing your time and your expertise to the city of Lynn.
Absolutely.
Madam
Councilor
Chair, how
Hogan?
many positions do we have open for this?
We currently have 4 positions open.
4 positions.
One question I have is, obviously, Lynn has a pretty strong arts presence. What are supports that you think we should start investing in a little bit more? I know you talked a little bit about like donating and other existing organizations like Beyond Walls, but like what is really missing within the city?
So kind of my purview is that there's like 3 different methods in which we want public art. And there's pop-up or immediate art, and that's more to draw curiosity and engage first-time art viewers. Then you have seasonal things that help build like your ceremony in the city, like we have the Arts Festival in the summer, and then we have permanent. I think the first 2 could use some work. That we need the ability, and then with the new building that we're doing, with new apartments, with the work on the seashore, I'm very passionate that we don't end up looking like Beverly or the Seaport, and that we retain our identity and the things that really make Lynn Lynn, both with our history and our culture, and that all those things come together, and that we're able to display those and really engage the community and make people feel that they're represented here, not only in the buildings and the pieces, but the art that we put forth in it.
Excellent. Thank you.
Are there any other questions? No.
I'll just add that I'm super financially planning motivated. I run projects that run from $500,000 to $5 million at work, that run between 6 months to 4 years, and I manage a staff of around 75 people. So I do a lot of negotiating and mediating to get things done.
Wow.
Greg, thank you so much for applying. We really appreciate you taking the time to come here before us. We will take this under advisement as well. We're going to be letting you know
Great.
at a
Thank you.
future meeting. Thanks again.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
The last interview for the Lynn Public Arts Commission is Jocelyn Reynoso.
Hi, Jocelyn.
Hi, good afternoon.
Welcome. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Jocelyn Reynoso. I grew up in Lynn my whole life. Just graduated from UMass Boston with a degree in political science. The closest I've been to art is I've played the violin I played it from middle school to high school. I think arts is a very special way to represent the community, as the gentleman said before me, and I think it's also a great form of identity too. Yes. So.
Thank you. Councilor Avery.
Jocelyn, it's good to see you. Just throughout the years, I've gotten to know Jocelyn. She is, very involved in our community, does a lot, and it's really good to see you here applying and getting more involved in our community. So I wish you the best throughout this process. I have no questions, but good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilor Hogan.
Yes, with your work with Youth Without Borders, as I remembered many times ago when COVID hit us so hard, you guys stepped up as young kids and went down Salvation Army every single day when people were hurting for food, and we packed boxes together and we worked hard to make sure this community was fed, and I applaud you for that. But what's something, because you're a younger candidate here, what's something that the younger candidates will bring to the Arts Commission?
Fresher perspective. I think as a person of color, right, we bring a fresher perspective, and as Hispanic, I feel like our focus isn't really much in the arts, but I think bringing, a fresh perspective would really enhance what our population is, especially for those who don't necessarily speak the language. We can obviously transmit our message in different ways by, setting up, like he said, art murals, bringing different vendors, and promoting ourselves in those ways. I Does that answer your question?
Absolutely, and it's great that it looks like we could possibly have maybe 4 new people on this board, so we will definitely get a lot of new ideas, and we'll see new things popping up in the city of Lynn, and that's what we like. We like when there's new stuff, and then, you know, you get involved and you go down there, and the arts is unbelievable because, you know, I've done Stop the Violence Lynn and for over 10 years, 12 years in Lynn, and we focus on sports and stuff like that, but arts is so important because it's not just about kids playing sports and stuff, but there's kids that do arts and do music and stuff like that there, and I'm just looking forward to seeing this new committee come together, so thank you for applying.
Madam Chair.
Councilor Alonso.
I am so thankful that you finally applied with something. I've been asking you so many times for so many years, what a waste of talent if you're not doing good, sharing it to our city. So thank you for even applying. You know, you mentioned about not even involved with public arts, but you just have that drive of applying to this one. Same thing with me. I have no artsy within my genes, but I applied with the Lynn Cultural Council and all that stuff because I know I can contribute one way or the other. You have a vast track record of doing community and government service. Can you tell us more about that?
So based off of my resume, I am a part of Youth Without Borders, like Councilor Hogan mentioned. We were able to raise money for those families in need. We also worked with the Salvation Army. Currently, I'm at Greater Lynn Senior Services. I'm a SNAP counselor, and we help a vast majority of families as well. What else? I was also appointed to the State House for the, I'm missing the name right now, but basically we went up to the State House to represent our cities and towns, and we learned, you know, the legislative process, how laws and bills are, you know, put through the process. That was very interesting to witness too. I also did work at the State House for a year and a half, so I also know what it looks like to receive feedback from the community, especially bigger cities, and it's also very good to learn from others. That I've learned that over the past couple of years. Yes.
Thank you, Jocelyn.
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
No problem.
Councilor Paez.
Yeah. One, thank you for applying, and I think to Councilor Hogan's point, like, you are a younger face, and I think something that's often dismissed is how young of a city Lynn is. Like, the median population age is within like mid-30 range. So how do you hope to bring arts in as a part of cultural cohesion, but also integrating more people into different community spaces?
When you're asking your question, what I can think of is, I don't know if you guys remember Festival Latino that Juan Gonzalez used to sponsor. I think that brought a lot of our culture to the city. When I think about the arts, I also think about music, right? Every country has its own instrument. Every country has its own thing that it brings to the table. I think in some ways we could also impact our communities by speaking or looking more like them, right? Can you say the second half of your question, please?
Just how do you hope that we can use the arts to create more community within?
I think by hosting events, especially with the younger kids who are obligated to bring their parents, because when parents come, that also means that they have to be part of the conversation. And sometimes when kids are older, they tend to come more independently, but when kids are younger, they bring their parents, and parents are forced to sit down and listen, right, and learn. And I think that if in some ways we can promote art through children, we could also educate the older generation as well in some way with programs or with murals, or I'm really here to learn because I'm not big on arts, but I would really like to give my input too.
Thank you. Jocelyn, thank you so much for applying and your interest in this commission and the Public Arts Commission, and we really appreciate you taking the time to come here. So again, we're going to take this under advisement, and we'll be letting you know soon. Thanks again for coming.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Good night.
Take care. Madam Clerk, I'm sorry. Any other business?
You'll get used to it.
Mr.
Any other
Clerk,
business?
Been 9 years with the former clerk.
make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
He can, yeah. Yeah.
Coco's sitting.
Field.
Catalina's on. Good point. All right, the meeting will come to order. This is the Lynn City Council Education Subcommittee. I will have the clerk call the roll for the committee members that are here. We also have other councilors who are here in observation. So, Mr. Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Chairman LaPierre.
Present.
Councilor McLean.
Present.
Present. Councilor Paez.
Present.
Councilor Maggie Madre.
Present.
Present. Councilor Matul. Absent. Councilor Linsag.
Present.
The rationale for the Education Committee to come together tonight is I wanted to, as chair, provide this committee and other members with a broad overview of the intense work that has been going on for Lynn's newest middle school. I don't have to give you the history lesson, but this goes back to 2017. In fact, a school vote went down to build 2 of these schools for about the same amount of money it's costing to build the new Pickering. But I don't want to belabor that. That was 10 years ago almost, or 9 years ago. And as a result of that, through a lot of different options and avenues, we were able to get this vote passed and get this building going. And we have wonderful architects and consultants from left field, Lynn Stapleton and Craig DiCarlo, who are going to take us through. And for those of you who don't know, myself, Council Meany, and now Council Paez serve on a monthly building committee with other stakeholders, including school committee members, Lynn Public School personnel, city personnel, department heads, and community members as well as union folks and building trades and all that. So it's a nice sort of, and of course the building principal as well, Ms. Philbrook. It's a nice array of Lynn's talent that guides and offers input to the experts. And as you could see, you don't have to look very far, but we do have metal up. And we're really excited about that because it has had its pitfalls. And I don't want to dwell on those, but we had a lot of soil issues in the beginning stages of this project. And it's actually, we're trying to make up time, but the actual end result is going to put this off a little bit before we get kids into the building. But without going too far into detail, I know our presenters have a nice presentation set up for you, and there'll be some time for questions and answers, because as we get questions around the city, this is the biggest investment by the state and by the city, a partnership that we've had since the Marshall Middle School, frankly. So it's very important that both on television, people know what's happening with the new middle school, for parents and the community, but also as elected officials, we should have an update. And I'd like to do this, you know, if not semi-annually, certainly annually, until we are ready to open those doors. So without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to Lynn and Craig, respectively, and we'll put our listening
hats on and maybe questions at the end. And you have about 25, 30 minutes. Great.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lynn Stapleton, and we're the owner's project manager, and we're from Left Field. And with me tonight is...
I'm Craig DiCarlo, Senior Project Manager at Left Field.
And we're just going to kind of give you a quick overview of where we are currently with construction, what you should anticipate in the coming months, and kind of give you a sneak peek at what the building's going to look like once it's opened.
Awesome. So just real quick, going through the agenda, we've got some construction photos that have taken us up to this point. We've got some time-lapse images all taken from the same spot, so you can see that progression over time. We'll go through our construction milestones. As Lynn was mentioning, we have exterior and interior renderings provided by Raymond Design Associates. And then we'll quickly talk about schedule, show you the website real quick, and then open things up if there are any questions. So all the way back to last summer, or summer and fall of 2024, there was a lot of excavation, as Councilor LaPierre was mentioning. So this is a picture of that excavation.
One thing I wanted to say, you probably noticed it looked like this for about a year. Certainly not what we had anticipated, but as it was spoken earlier, we did run into a lot of soils issues. We brought on a lot of specialized engineering and specialized contractors to kind of resolve what was happening with the soil there so that we could move forward. But it has pushed us about a year out from our original completion date.
Great point. Thank you, Lynn. So this was a photo taken as the construction manager was preparing for ground improvements. And one of the things that they did in early 2025 was installing a whole bunch of underground systems. This one on the screen are some stormwater detention systems. So that's all installed and underground now. Those ground improvements, we had Keller did a lot of that work. We had 3 different systems. We have rigid inclusions, we have earthquake drains, and we have what's the one that we put over?
Grouting.
And jet grouting, thank you, in one corner of the site that was particularly sensitive. Earthquake drains, we've all, now that we've been through this process, I feel like we all have a master's degree, an honorary master's degree in ground improvements. Earthquake drains are a system that relieve pressure when there is movement, as such as an earthquake or vibrations. Allows that groundwater to come up to a detention area below the building and not liquefy the soil.
That was what was happening when we had a vibratory event on the site with drilling the original ram aggregate piers. It was creating a vibratory action, and what was happening is the vibratory action was making the soil liquefy and almost act a bit like quicksand. So in order to prevent that, we had to install these earthquake drains. And as you can see in the plan here, they're very tight all over. I mean, this whole footprint of the building is full of earthquake drains, rigid inclusions, and jet grouted piers. So it's a very congested footprint. And just getting to this solution took some time, but getting through the ground improvements, which we are through, and, you know, obviously now because you can see the still, but getting through that and getting the foundations in place took a lot of extra time that once we came up with a viable solution.
Yep. And that solution really is robust. It's something that we know the sensitivities in the city of Lynn to settlement and things of those nature. And so the design team has really done a great job at coming up with this robust multi-step system that to protect this building, protect this investment.
And again, too, in order to make sure we chose the right solutions for the site, there were consultants that were involved. We brought in Simpson Gumbert Hager, WGAE, as well as Haley and Aldridge. So there were 3 highly skilled engineers that came in and oversaw the process and double-checked what our geotechnical engineer was doing.
Yep. So the other component, one of the ones I mentioned, rigid inclusions, it's essentially a concrete column. You can see how many there are. Each one of those green dots represents a rigid inclusion. They have different depths depending on how much load each one is required to support. And then you can see up in that upper left-hand corner of the screen, those gray bars, that's the jet grouting. And so here's a little close-up of that. It's a series of also concrete pillars, but placed very close together, so they actually form kind of walls, bracing walls underground. So once all of the ground improvements were done, that was a day of celebration, and we were able to move forward with the foundations. And from here on out, things have become more typical we would see with construction, timelines, moving forward at a more rapid pace. And so what we're seeing here is some of the rebar that went into some of the footings, and then on the right-hand side, some of the completed foundation walls. That got us to this winter that we're just now exiting out of. Structural steel has been going in, so if anyone's gone by the site recently, as of this week, almost all the steel is up. Once that structural steel gets to the site, it goes up very quickly, very dramatic, and gives a real a boost to morale for everybody.
We do have a steel topping off ceremony coming up. It's a big event on the job site to just to commemorate the last piece of steel going in. The kids will have a chance to sign the beam. We're actually vinyl
like
banners that are going to be attached to the steel, that they'll get to sign it and just commemorate this milestone.
Just another shot of some structural decking going in. So once the steel frame is up, they put down the decking and place the concrete slabs, and then you've got a building that you can kind of work in. So as I was mentioning, we've got these images provided by Consigli. They're all taken from a drone in the same shot, and they really show the site develop over time. So here, they're doing some of that early site excavation. Continuing with that excavation, you can see the piles, stockpiled materials. The line of Jersey barriers, that's an existing MWRA line that has to be protected during construction. So that's why we've got those Jersey barriers there, and the construction manager has 3 bridges that allow them to move vehicles and materials over them. So moving forward through time, more stockpiling of materials. And now you can kind of see that the supportive excavation emerging, that brownish line, and that gives you a glimpse as to the building footprint. This is last winter, coming out of the winter. This is when they were doing a lot of the actually, you can see the rig right there in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. That's one of the rigs doing the ground improvements, installing them, hundreds and hundreds of them across the site and under the building footprint. Continuing on. Now, I think you can start to see they're doing foundations. That front wall, which has got a little curve to it at the lower right-hand corner of the screen, that's the sort of leading edge of the building. And those foundations are going in. Steel starts going up. And this is the most recent photo we have, and as I mentioned, it's advanced even more since this image was taken, I think, in February.
So in terms of logistics moving forward, we have moved the crane into its final pick location. Once it's complete with the structural steel, that crane will move out. But for the most part, in terms of the construction work site, it will remain currently as it stands from here on out through the rest of construction, with the gate coming in off of Canomo Street, and then 2 construction gates off of Magnolia Avenue. And again, this is basically showing how we're wrapping up steel. We do have the binder course down for some of the asphalt that we're currently using just to keep the mud on the site down a bit, and we're using it for the construction parking as well as the construction trailers. As we move forward, the crane for the steel erection will be gone, and we'll start to put on the exterior envelope. That'll be starting in a few short weeks. You'll start to see the exterior metal framing go up, and you'll start to see the window openings, and the building will start to really look like a building. Again, once we get to the summer of 2027, the building will be only work on the interior at that point, and we'll start to finish up the exterior site improvements. And then by the end of 2027, we're trying to work on that date every day, but by the end of 2027, the parking lots and the park that's going to be off of Magnolia Avenue will be complete, and the school will be ready for being occupied. So again, we expect to have all steel and detailing done by the beginning of April. Our exterior facade work, we'll have metal studs going in almost immediately after we'll pour slabs, and we've already started to do that. We'll start to do the metal framing on the exterior, and then by the beginning of June, you'll start to see the exterior skin of the building go up. And in August of 2026, we expect the building to be fully weather-tight, roofing and exterior walls. We will be starting all the above ground or the HVAC, electrical, and plumbing rough-in starting in the fall, and really in conjunction with that, the interior partitions will start to go up even sooner than November of 2026, because we'll have electrical rooms and some of the main switchgear rooms and stuff that need to be in place first so that we can start the rough-in. Will go in earlier. But by November sometime, we'll be heavily into interior partitions. We expect that by September of 2027, the interior will be complete, and we'll just be finishing up finish work. And then we have the whole piece starting in November, where we will be installing furnishings and equipment throughout the building. We'll definitely be done with the building in early December, so that there's any punch list work that needs to occur. It'll occur in December, with the first day of classes scheduled for January 3rd, again of 2028. We are looking to try to improve on that date to the extent possible, and I know that once we get through still, the team will start to really look at ways to try to be efficient and try to pull back on that first day of classes start date. But right now, this is the date that we are projecting. These are some of the design images of the building. It's very monotone in color. It's meant to kind of blend in as opposed to stand out with the schools adjacent to it, as well as the residential. You can see from the Magnolia Park side, the building is 5 stories, but from the Canomo Street side, it's only 4 stories high. Here it is again, looking across the parking lots that are across from the entrance of the school, and you see that rounded corner that Craig showed you earlier. That's where the cafeteria is, and cafetorium, where they'll have, it's a multi-purpose space for eating for kids, but also for any other functions that the school may have. This is the main entrance to the school off of the parking lot there that's currently going to be placed on Magnolia Park. This is the check-in. It's like a 3-stage security process. You come in, then you state your business, and you either conduct it in the first vestibule or they allow you to go to the next vestibule. But it's a 3-stage security entrance. And this is the main atrium right past the entrance. It's got a learning stair in it. It's that's a new feature in schools that they've been doing in order to, you can have performances there, you can have speeches, just another place to bring kids together and do active learning.
Another shot of it.
This is another shot of the atrium and the learning stair. This again is the cafetorium, which again will be a cafeteria during the day. It can be used for also meetings and performances. It has portable stage that comes out. It's just a multi-purpose space. And you can, it's a 2-story space. You can view it from the second floor down in through windows, and you can access it from the first floor. This is the gymnasium. It's a larger gymnasium. It can be divided into 2 half courts. It has dividers, allows for multiple physical education classes to occur at one time. It has bleachers, and also too can be utilized as a gathering space for presentations or meetings. And this is it in its presentation form with the portable stage. This is a typical classroom. All the classrooms are divided into teams. And each team has a color. This is not necessarily the color that it will be, but this is just an example of the primary color in one of the teams. And each of the teams have the primary educational
It's by grade.
it has like math, science, English. Yes. Oh, yes.
Tipsio. Yes.
Tipsio. But they have that, and it's the main.
Cocoa Room. Sponsored by Cocoa.
Yeah. But each team has the primary classes for each grade, and they also have a project team space, this is an example of one of the extended learning areas, which they call the project team space, outside of the cluster of classrooms for each team. So in terms of the schedule, we've got about 21 months left to go, and we, again, are looking to open the school no later than January 3rd, 2028.
So public outreach is something that we've been working hard at. One of our main tools is our project website. So the project website is loaded up with all these design images, all the presentations we give, we put on there. It's translatable into 5 different languages, has the construction progress photos that we just showed you, along with some drone videos to try to, show everybody in the community how things are going. It also has a frequently asked question page and a button that you can click if you're a member of the public and you have a question for the team. Those come to us, and then we'll distribute them to the right party, whether it's the design team or the city, and we get responses back to people.
It's also used as an archive to any document that was presented to the state on behalf of the project is included there. It just gives a good overview of the project from the beginning up until now.
Yep. And there, we'll put this up on the screen for folks watching at home. PickeringMSBuildingProject.com. We also have a YouTube channel where those monthly building committee meetings each gets recorded and put on that YouTube channel the day after. And just another resource for people who want to know more about the project. This is kind of their first stop. So that's what we've got for presentation. I'm sorry,
go ahead.
I was just going to say we'd be happy to take questions.
Perfect. We'll do that. Before we get to Q&A, we have probably a few minutes, so a couple questions. But I do want to acknowledge and recognize Mr. Donovan. Mike Donovan is here from Capital Projects. He's also on the building committee, as well as ISD director is with us, Brett Bennett. and Laura Stockfish as well from Capital Improvements, and Danya Smith is here from the Mayor's office as well. And my good friend Renee Philbrook, who is the principal of Pickering Middle School, is also in attendance. So I thank you all for attending, and we'll open up to the subcommittee and councilors if you have questions of Lynn and Craig. Thank you. Have any?
I have a question.
Council President Allenson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm not part of the monthly meetings. I'm not really involved with some information. I usually talk to Councilor Lapierre for some updates. But I saw the design. There's the old Pickering. And what will happen to that once we open the new one?
I believe that the city is looking to utilize it for other elementary schools while they pursue additional projects with the state.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Councilor Meany.
I don't have a question per se. I just wanted to acknowledge all the hard work and effort that goes into a project of this scale, and thank you for doing it.
Glad to do it.
This is Councilor Meany's ward, so Pickering will be part of Ward 1. Any other questions, comments? Councilor McLean.
Would you know what the capacity is and how many classrooms are in the building?
The capacity is 1,100 students, and the number of classrooms I don't have right off the top of my head because it's general academic classrooms as well as specialties, as well as some career vocational classrooms as well. It very much on the same line as Thurgood Marshall. It has the same capacity as Thurgood Marshall was built for, in very same team grouping as Thurgood Marshall.
I noticed that the entrances mirrors Thurgood Marshall as well.
Yes,
vestibules,
much of those security levels and stuff like that.
Right.
It's very much in line with Thurgood Marshall's educational plan.
I think that ends up being 2 times the size of the current Pickering enrollment right now, right? Which is
Yes.
probably between 500 and 600, and this one will be 1,100 plus. So,
Yes.
excellent. Any other question, Councilor Paez?
Once again, thank you so much for the work you guys have been doing on this. I know this is a really large project. I guess I have a few questions just as I'm newly getting acquainted with this project in terms of the design for student engagement and different abilities. So, for example, in the classroom image, it wasn't necessarily shown, but are there going to be like computer carts or like what's going to be the access for digital education and things of that nature? Like, is that something that's been bucketed into the design phase?
That's part of our technology budget. So all kids will have Chromebooks, or that's what we did for Thurgood Marshall, but we haven't selected those yet. We're just getting ready to go through our technology package and work with the school to make sure that we get the latest and greatest. But yes, the intent is to be one-to-one for students in terms of technology.
Okay, sweet. I just know it does take some space, so like making sure that it's bucketed into the classroom.
Yes.
And then additionally, for green space in general, it does seem like a lot of it is allotted towards parking. But for other engagement, there is a baseball field adjacent to it, but are there other recreational spaces that students can use? I do know there's like that green space on the roof. Like, will students have access to that for things like community gardens, et cetera?
Yes, so we call that the learning terrace, and it'll have opportunities for growing things in containers, as well as just having outdoor classrooms, greenhouse type things, just science classes, biology classes, things, or just classes in general. People could schedule that roof terrace and utilize it. We do have a hardtop area that is, I'm going to see if we can find one of the pictures.
It sort of shows it here.
You can't really see it. There, in this picture here, you see that's a hardscape playground area for the students.
The orange.
The orange area.
We replaced it with a smaller footprint of the tot lot that was there previously, right? But there's still a tot lot and a field.
Right. Well, the field belongs, I think, to the Little League, but,
And then like that, yeah.
but from what they originally had in terms of outdoor space, it's larger than what they originally had. And that's we do have a community playground here that I guess the city could choose to utilize for the school during the day, but it's mainly built for the community and replacing a playground that was originally there.
Plus, you probably have 4 to 5 times the trees that we had in the former footprint, too, of the
Yes.
park.
Yes.
Which
a lot
is
more
good.
trees.
And then final question.
Yeah.
In terms of systems, have you also thought about like integrating new like renewables or like having space for other systems like ducts and things like
We went through the Mass Save program, and we will be getting energy saving rebates back from the state based on the various systems that we did choose. We had hoped to do geothermal, which would have been an even bigger savings, but could not do that mainly because of the conditions of the soils and cost on top of the additional cost that we had to pay for the ground improvements. It just didn't make sense to try to continue to pursue that, knowing that we had so many tight wells in the area in front of Sisson School, in front of the new school, and not really knowing how the soils will react in that area, placing 800-foot geothermal wells on 5-foot grid. It just was cost prohibitive when we were trying to figure out a way to finance the project given our soils conditions, but also from a risk perspective, it didn't make sense. But we have continued to put in energy efficient systems, and will be receiving a rebate. So, and it's all electric, so there's no fossil fuels.
Thank you.
Okay, and we'll keep in touch, but I really want to thank both Lynn and Craig from Left Field and, of course, Raymond Design and Consigli Construction, because it's a big partnership. Oh, one more question. Councilor Maggie Madry.
Sorry, thank you.
No problem.
Just a quick question around parking. Can you tell us how many actual spots will there be at the school? I see this design has lines, the other one didn't. I was just wondering.
I remember, was it 125?
I think it is, but I can't say with certainty.
We know.
Yes, but it's around 125 parking spaces.
Great, thank you.
And I do believe that was more than they originally had, so.
For sure, yeah. Okay. This is just, please, round of applause if you would. And, this is just informational purposes. Tonight's meeting, there are no votes scheduled to be taken, but we really want to extend our thanks again, Lynn Public Schools and Lynn and Craig, of course, and we'll keep everyone updated accordingly. I take a motion to adjourn this education subcommittee.
Second.
All right, motion's made, seconded by Council McLean. We got a second by Councilor Paez. No discussion on that, or any discussion on adjourning? I don't think so. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Thank you.
Wayne on Breed.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Ways and Means Committee meeting. Tuesday, March 10th, 2026. Mr. Clerk, I call the meeting to order. Please roll call.
Chairman Net,
Present.
Present. Councilor Allenside?
Present.
Councilor Field?
Present.
Councilor Avery?
Present.
Councilor Matul? Absent.
We have non-transfer, so could you please read the certifies?
$15,000 of the Health Department for the FY27 Stroke Community Awareness Collaboration Project.
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net?
Yes.
Councilor Allenside?
Yes.
Councilor Field?
Yes.
Councilor Avery?
Yes.
Councilor Matul? Absent. $50,000 to the School Department for the Timeout Practices Grant Program.
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net?
Yes.
Councilor Allenside?
Yes.
Councilor Field?
Yes.
Councilor Avery?
Yes.
Councilor Matul?
Absent.
Absent. $213,875 from the School Department for the CTE Partnership Grant Program.
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net?
Yes.
Councilor Allenside?
Yes.
Councilor Field?
Yes.
Councilor Avery?
Yes.
Councilor Matul? Absent. $35,000 to the School Department for the FY26 Lynn Career Connect Learn Grant Program.
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Net?
Yes.
Councilor Allenside?
Yes.
Councilor Field?
Yes.
Councilor Avery?
Yes.
Councilor Matul? Absent.
So orders none.
There were no orders today, Chairman Net.
So any emergency on this? No emergency.
Motion to adjourn.
Seconded.
The new business.
Motion to adjourn.
Adjourn.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Very efficient. Very efficient.
get somebody.
The ordinance of the charge. Now.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Sorry to.
All right, this is a meeting of the City Council Ordinance Subcommittee. Mr. Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Chairman LaPierre,
Present.
Councilor Field,
Present.
Councilor McLean,
Present.
Councilor Net,
Present.
Councilor Hogan.
Present.
I would ask to suspend the rules. We're still waiting on the animal control officer to arrive. He's en route.
Motion to suspend the rules.
Thank you.
Number two
Motion to
is
suspend the
number one.
rules.
Number 1 is number 2.
Thank you very much. Councilor Field, is that seconded? That will take up 2.
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Hogan.
Aye.
Discussion on the motion. Seeing none. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. We will do number 2, a proposed ordinance amending the ordinance regulating special event permits in the city of Lynn. And this is deemed a public hearing. I will ask for those that are in favor, correct? Those of you who are in favor, please come to the mic. You could speak to the mic on this public hearing. I'll say this 3 times. Make sure people have enough time to get to the mic and state their support for this ordinance. Public hearing, seeing none. Anyone wish to speak in favor? Seeing none. And anyone wishing to speak in opposition? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? Seeing none. I would like to call our city solicitor, Mr. Slattery, up just for questions from the subcommittee. What I understand this to be, Attorney Slattery, is just an updating and some charges for events that are held throughout the city with certain exemptions as well.
That is correct, Councilor. All this amended ordinance does is say that if you want a special permit from the city to hold outdoor events or indoor events, whatever you need a special permit for under the statute, that there will now be an application fee of $250. In all other respects, it does not. The existing ordinance remains the same.
Okay, existing ordinance remains the same. And in terms of holding harmless these community road races and things like that that are charitable in nature, they will not have a fee. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, the ordinance particularly outlines what types of events need fees and what types.
Okay.
I believe that is correct.
I know there's categories, like a nonprofit's going to be charged $25 if they're using some city streets or sawhorses have to go up, or some event that's taking place in the city that's a nonprofit. So it's much smaller than, for example, we had a food truck festival and beer garden last fall, and that was for profit with businesses down on Blossom Street where the ferry is extended, and we would now get to charge $250 for an event like that.
That is correct. The application of fees specifically spells that out.
Okay.
A special event permit will be $250. However, there'll be no fee for any road races on public streets, and the fee for nonprofits will only be $50 per application.
$50.
In all other respects, it'll be a $250 fee.
Gotcha. Okay. Councilor Field.
So just to clarify, Attorney Slattery, where it says there shall be no fee for any road races on public streets, is that only for nonprofits, or is that like if a for-profit group came in to run a race?
No, that is the way this ordinance is written. That is for profit as well as nonprofit. Otherwise, there should be no distinction. For the fee for nonprofit organizations shall be $50. If it's a nonprofit, for any road race, profit or nonprofit, it would be no fee.
Okay, just for the road races.
Okay. And that's going to be enforced downstairs in our city clerk's office, correct? That's where they would apply for the special permit?
Correct.
Okay. Yes, Council McLean.
And this would include like block parties by residents. Would they have to do $250? Would that be something that residents would have to worry about?
If that requires a special permit, yes.
But usually
I may be the best one to answer this because I actually drafted the 2 ordinances. There was some confusion what's a block party and what is a special event. And essentially how we classified it is, if I'm invited to an event, no matter where it is, it's a special event. If only the people on Monty Road are invited to a July 3rd cookout, that's a block party. So this ordinance does not have any effect on the block parties.
Thank you for that
You
clarification.
have to be invited to that particular, okay. So for the neighbors, it's okay. If you get into a greater scope in the city, it's
Community-wide.
could be a charge there.
Exactly.
Right. Perfect. Great clarification there. Any other questions from the committee?
No.
Any motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, Council Field. Council Hogan, seconds. Any more further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Roll call?
Oh, roll call vote.
Is it?
Want to do a roll call?
We can do a roll call.
Roll call public hearing.
Sure. Chairman LaPierre.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Field.
Yes.
Councilor McLean.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Net.
Yes.
Councilor Hogan.
Yes.
Yes. Unanimous vote.
Okay.
Ordinance approved.
All right, that carries. Let's go to our second public hearing. This is a proposed ordinance amending the ordinance relative to dogs and other animals in our city of Lynn. And I know that the animal control officer has arrived. If we have questions for you, sir, we will have you come up. Thank you for being here. I'm going to open up the public hearing first. Those in favor, first speaking in favor of the ordinance. I'll say it 3 times for those to approach. If you are in favor of this ordinance and would like to speak before it, and if you are in favor of the proposed ordinance, please come up. Anyone else in favor? Seeing none. Those opposed to the ordinance? Are there anyone in opposition to this ordinance? Please come up during the public hearing. I'll say it a couple more times. Those in opposition to this ordinance, please come up. Seeing none. Those in opposition to this ordinance? Seeing none. We're going to close the public hearing. And questions and recommendations, we go to the animal control officer if there's any questions. Would you like to come up? Our understanding of this ordinance, and correct us if we're wrong, is that we're trying to increase the amount of fees on a lot of sort of things that haven't been updated for decades. So what has been your experience overall? And I know when we can enforce the ordinance, we are doing that, but it's in very small increments in terms of fines. So would you like to speak to it?
Unfortunately, the fines are only $25, and that's across the board for any animal-related fine. What we've found over the last 5 to 6 years is that it's just not enough to make an impact. Most people, when you encounter them, you tell them what the fine's going to be, they don't care. They'll say, then just fine me and I'll pay it, and then they continue on and they continue to do the same. So in speaking with some of the other cities and towns around us and seeing what their fine amounts are and how often do they have repeat offenders, it seems like maybe the only right thing to do is to raise the fines, and maybe we won't get those continuous repeat offenders.
And this is like going to the bathroom in public or an unleashed dog or some of these examples?
Yes, fine. So it's the leash law.
Mm-hmm.
What else is on? Yeah, the dog waste in the city.
Yep.
Failure to abide by the quarantine guidelines when an animal has actually been involved in a bite.
Right. Right. Yep. Oh, yeah. Clerk just handed me the fee schedule, so.
Chair LaPierre, I have a question.
Yes. Go ahead,
I noticed there was some mention of roosters in that ordinance that's there. How is the city making sure that that type of thing is being taken care of? There are roosters. I've heard roosters, around my way. So I'm wondering, how is that being, really implemented?
So there are no roosters allowed in the city of Lynn.
Right.
Being able to pinpoint exactly where they're coming from is not an easy task, so I do rely on the public. So when the public actually knows where a rooster is being housed and they reach out to me, we'll visit the property, we'll let the people know that they have to get rid of the rooster. Usually we'll give them 24 to 48 hours to get rid of it, and if they don't, then they would be cited based on the ordinance.
Okay, Councilor Field.
To piggyback on Council McLean's question, who is allowed to enforce the rooster rules around fowl? Is it just yourself, or is it ISD as well?
I believe it's myself and ISD.
And ISD. And then as far as canines, specific dogs, is that just the police department, or is it ISD and others as well?
What do you mean by that?
Who can enforce a dog off their leash? In the park ranger, or just yourself and and the police department?
Myself for the police department.
Okay, so the park ranger who oversees Lynn Woods, if the dog's off the leash there, would have to report it to the police?
He should report it to the police or myself, and
Way of citing the owner then and there by the.
so from what I was told by the previous park ranger, he had the authority to do so, but chose not to for fear of confrontation. So it was just easier for him to report it to either me or the police department and then let us deal with it.
Okay. I just wanted to run through the failure to license a dog will now be $50 as required. And the one that hits me is last year on Chestnut Street, there were a couple pit bulls that got loose and they were unleashed. And failure to restrain a dog, I think this would be the category that this falls under. But we're lucky that those two pit bulls, they were cornered in a yard and a young boy was there. But nothing happened, thankfully. But I remember this making the news and so forth. And the first offense for something like that is $150. The second offense, it escalates to $200. The third offense is $300. So you want to restrain your dogs. Failure to keep an animal restrained under quarantine, $50, and failure to obtain a rabies vaccination is $100. So these fines will have an impact, a positive impact, I think, in our city and the quality of life in our city. So. Any other questions for our animal control officer? Council Field.
So is there a registry that you're able to keep a track of what offense it is?
Yeah, so anytime that I go to a call, or the police go to a call, it gets logged into our computer system. So all I have to do is look the address up and see if we've been there before, and if so, for what and how many times.
And if a citation was issued?
Yeah.
Similar like a DUI, people, like the police would know if it's a first offense, second offense, third offense, DUI. That would be similar to an offense with a
yes.
Failure to restrain. Okay, thank you.
Well, the goal here is to update and modernize, and especially the fee schedule, but also keep our citizens safe, keep our kids safe. We're approaching, hopefully, what's the start of warmer weather and the summer months, and that's when you have, a lot of work ahead of you, in terms of dogs and
that's when it starts
ownership. So it's a good time to pass this ordinance, I think, or, modernize the ordinance.
One final.
Any other questions? Yes, we'll go Council McLean and then back to Council Field.
Okay, I just wanted you to give your information so people could reach you, if that would be possible. Like, what phone number do they call? What email do they use?
They can call the non-emergency number for the Lynn Police Department, 781-595-2000, or if they want to get my desk directly, it's 781-477-4385.
Thank you.
Excellent. And Council Field.
And I think this is a question for our city solicitor. If this ordinance passes this evening, when will it become effective?
Go into effect.
Well, there has to be publication and notice of it, but I would say it becomes effective immediately, once you have publication and notice of it.
Okay. Does the mayor have to sign off on anything, or does it have
Mayor has to sign
Yes,
off.
mayor will have to sign.
Okay.
Yeah, this will go to the mayor, our action, and then, again, enforcement by our officer, ISD, and police accordingly. And the fines will be paid again, or the red registration through the clerk's office, I imagine. Is that right, when you have dog licenses and so forth?
Defer to the dog officer if that goes to the parking department. They may go to the parking department.
Oh.
And I just would point out that under the ordinance, the only, the park ranger does not have authority to issue citations or to enforce it. It says that it's limited to the Lynn Police Department and the Animal Control Office.
Okay, good to know. So that's how we'll proceed. Yes.
If we make a motion in favor, the dog licenses are through the city clerk's office, if I'm not mistaken.
Or parking, he said.
I think the dog license is through the clerk.
I thought so, too.
So,
Dog license are definitely through my office.
okay, so just restraining a dog's easy. There's going to be people that don't have their dog licensed that need to be aware of this.
Right.
I would like to make a motion with the stipulation that we suspend for 30 days the licensees for the dogs so that owners are made aware of this new ordinance and what the fine is. Is there already a fine in place for not having a dog license?
Yeah, there's a schedule of fines that is attached to failure to license a dog as required is $50. And
Already in place, or is that what we're voting?
that's what you're voting now,
What is it? What is the current?
$25.
25, okay. And if we can suspend that for 30 days.
You mean give a 30-day grace
30-day
period to
grace.
those who...
Yeah, a grace period of 30 days for those owners to know that they need to
License.
license their
Before enforcement.
dog. before it increases to the $50. And I make that in the form of a motion with that stipulation.
Are you clear on the motion?
Yes.
Okay. We have a motion made. Thank you, Attorney Slattery. Motion made by Councilor Field, seconded by Councilor Hogan. Any further discussion on the ordinance? Seeing none. Roll call.
Chairman LaPierre.
Yes.
Councilor Field.
Yes.
Councilor McLean.
Yes.
Councilor Net.
Yes.
Councilor Hogan.
Yes.
Motion passes with the amendment unanimously.
That passes. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Second last time, so I got it right.
Oh, there was, one was like missing.
Yeah, we'll do this. Ready? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is March 10, 2026, our fifth regular meeting for this year and the first for the month of March. I would like to welcome our new city clerk, Attorney Jim Lamana, on his first city council meeting as clerk. Let's give Attorney Lamana a round of applause. So with due respect, Attorney Lamana, I might call you Madam Clerk every now and then, so just bear with me. Roll call, please, Mr. Clerk.
Councilor Avery.
Present.
Present. Councilor Field.
Present.
Councilor Hogan.
Present.
Present. Councilor LaPierre.
Present.
Councilor Matul. Absent. Councilor McLean.
Present.
Councilor Meany.
Present.
Councilor Medji Madre.
Present.
Present. Councilor Net.
Present.
Councilor Paez.
Present.
President Allensack.
Present.
Present.
Can we all rise for a moment of silence and pledge of allegiance, special prayers to what's happening right now in the Middle East?
Can we also remember the family of Steve Brown, Mr. President?
Thank you, Councilor LaPierre.
Can we also remember the family of Timothy Rebedew Jr.?
Thank you, Councilor
Remember
Avery.
the family of Darrell Murkinson.
Thank you, Councilor McLean.
And the Donovan family, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Field. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Accept minutes of our February 26, 2026.
Motion to accept those minutes.
Motion made by Councillor Fields, second by Councillor Avery. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Do we have any communications, Attorney Lamanna?
No communications this evening.
Do we have any public hearing?
No public hearings
So-
to be conducted.
So thank you. So since we don't have any communications public hearing, I would like to call my fellow city councillor, Councillor Paez and Councillor Avery. We will have a special citations from very amazing and cute residents of Lynn, the Lynn Bulldogs varsity cheerleaders team. Let's give Councillors Paez and Avery a round of applause. And I also would like to call Mayor Jared Nicholson to join us here.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you to the Lynn City Council for hosting us and allowing us to have this important opportunity to say congratulations to our team here tonight. We are so grateful for all the amazing effort that goes into creating these opportunities for our young people. And I think cheerleading is particularly special and noteworthy because there's an element, obviously, of athletics, of sports. There's an element of the arts and the dance and the movement, which I think is beautiful and noteworthy. And also, we're talking about cheerleading. It's almost like psychology and how you motivating the team, motivating yourselves, motivating the crowd. I think skills across the board are going to be valuable for our young athletes throughout their lives, and these opportunities don't happen without the commitment and support of the coaches and the parents and the volunteers. I'd like to give a round of applause. But most importantly, I want to congratulate our student athletes for your hard work and determination and for your amazing achievement in placing 5th nationwide. So on behalf of the City of Lynn, congratulations.
Wow.
And just to echo what Mayor Nicholson just said, thank you so much for your work and also just participating in the community and doing something that brings joy to others. And I think also something that should be mentioned is the amount of teamwork that it takes to be creative, to support each other in everything that you're doing and how that can translate to other areas of your life beyond this sport. So thank you for taking that additional time outside of your classwork, outside of family and everything else that you have going on with your lives, but also to enjoy it and have fun. So in honor of celebration, we will now begin citations. As you hear your name, you can come over and Mayor Nicholson will hand you over a citation, and I will also be handing out citations alongside Councillor Avery. And we'll start with, and also excuse me if I mispronounce your name, Kadelina Figueroa Rene. She's not here? That's okay, she missed out. Okay, Linda Reyes. Juliana Thornton. Talia Tai. Ubea Neal. And V. Ray. Faith Smith.
This way.
Chloe Noel. Camila Loza. Jonara Rentas. Cheyenne Suggs. Janelle Garland. Jalissa Thornton. Jeanette Rentes. Teresa Boyd. And Kimberly Raffle. Yeah, another. Okay. Now, if all of the other counselors will join us in celebration of a picture, and if you'd like, we could do a cheer together.
That's the first. Let the top leader.
Yeah.
Congratulations, great job. Yes, yes. Continue. I saw a very special friend of mine who is from Ward 3, who's the president of the Bangladeshi Association of Massachusetts, Dr. Tanvir Murad, who's celebrating his birthday today. Let's give him a round of applause. Doctor, please stand up. Thank you for visiting City Hall. He's also involved with our Citizen Advisory Board, so he's not also visiting, he's also working for our city. So thank you, Dr. Murad. All right. Committee reports. Committee on Public Safety and Criminal Justice, Councilor Field. That was Councilor Avery.
We approved an appointment for Constable for Melvin Locke.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Do we have...
Second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. All right. I was just handed by Attorney Lamana about public hearings to be set down. This was just added today, so it's not on my list. Do we have any public hearings to be set down, Attorney Lamana?
That's my original.
That's your original. Here.
First, petition of Origin Cafe, 541 Chestnut Street, Lynn, Massachusetts, for an all-alcohol license at an existing dining establishment located in Ward 1.
Motion to set it down.
Seconded.
Second by Councilor Avery. Opposed? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Petition of Netfali Alvarez, 26 President Street, Lynn, Massachusetts, to reestablish and return a pre-existing non-conforming structure currently utilized as a single-family home into a two-family dwelling. Councilor Matul, Ward 2.
Motion to set it down.
Down by Councilor Field. Second by Councilor Avery. Do we have all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Final petition to be set down, petition of Robert Levi, manager of 491 Linfield Street LLC, to establish a trade use at 487 491 Linway in a light industrial zone for the purposes of commercial activity that include but are not limited to the operation of a wholesale distributor of auto body parts and supplies for sale with an on-site mixing of paints and the direct sale and delivery of auto body parts and supplies to auto body and auto repair shops. Ward 6, Councilor Hogan.
Make a motion to sit down.
Council by Councilor Avery, second by
Second.
Councilor McLean. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. All right, let's continue the committee reports. Committee on Public Property and Parks. Who represented Councilor Matul in this meeting?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Councilor Natasha Mejimadri.
Thank you, Mr. President. We had a unanimous vote by the committee, and I would like to make a motion to approve.
Motion made. Second by Councilor Lapierre. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Any other new business, Councilor Mejimadri?
No.
That was it? Okay. Licensing Committee, Councilor Field.
I was absent for committee, I think.
We have a unanimous, yes.
Councilor Avery.
We have a unanimous vote to make a motion to recommend to approve.
I'll second that.
Second by Councilor Field. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. It's just a beautiful day that everybody came late. So next time, please be on time. Either we're snowing or beautiful day. Subcommittee on Council Appointment, Councilor Mejimadri.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Council Appointment Subcommittee met, and we had interviews for the Human Rights Commission as well as the Public Arts Commission. The interviews will continue, and a decision will be made at an upcoming meeting. We also had Juan Javier Valdez appear before our committee as Dr. Meany's Ward 1 appointment. We would like to make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Councilor Mejimadri. There's a motion. So we need second. Second by Councilor Meany. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Councilor, when will we know who are chosen for the Human Rights Commission and Public Arts Commission representative?
It will be at the first meeting in April.
At the first meeting of April. There's also some questions and emails to us about the Lynn Water Sewer Commission interview. When do you plan to do that?
I believe that's tentative for May.
Tentative for May. All right. Thank you, Councilor. Committee on Education, Councilor Lapierre.
Thank you, Mr. President. We had an informational presentation from Left Field Consultant Group on design of the new Pickering Middle School to open January of 2028. It was for informational purposes to the Education Subcommittee and other councilors that were in attendance, and that would just be accepted for the file, I suppose.
Thank you, Councilor Lapierre. Motion made by Councilor Lapierre.
Second.
Second by Councilor Field. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Ways and Means, Councilor Net.
Yes, Mr. President, all unanimous vote of the committee, I make a motion to approve, sir.
Motion. Second by Councilor Avery. Would the clerk read the transfers, please?
There were no transfers for certified as available fund. $15,000 in the Health Department for the FY27 Stroke Community Awareness Collaboration Project. $50,000 to the School Department for Timeout Practices Grant Program. $213,875 to the School Department for the CTE Partnership Grant Program. And finally, $35,000 to the School Department for the FY26 Lynn Career Connect Learn Grant Program.
All right, we have motion to approve. Any second?
Seconded.
Second by Councilor Avery. Any discussions? Roll call. Sorry. That's okay. It's first day of work.
I'm used to voice vote.
I know.
Councilor Avery.
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Field.
Yes.
Councilor Hogan. Absent. Councilor LaPierre.
Yes.
Councilor Matul. Absent. Councilor McLean.
Yes.
Councilor Meany.
Yes.
Councilor Mejimadri.
Yes.
Councilor Net.
Yes.
Councilor Paez.
Yes.
Council President Allenside.
Yes. Do we have any emergency,
There
Councilor?
is no emergency vote by the committee.
No emergency at all.
Emergency,
All right.
President. Thank you.
In Committee on Ordinance, Councilor Lapierre.
Yes, Mr. President, thank you. The Subcommittee on Ordinance held two public hearings this evening. One, a proposed ordinance amending the ordinance relative to dogs and other animals in the city of Lynn, and we made a motion to approve, as well as the second ordinance, which was amending the ordinance regulating special event permits held in the city of Lynn. Both were unanimous decision motion to approve.
Thank you, Councilor Lapierre. There's a motion. Any second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Do we have old business, Mr. Clerk?
No old business.
Do we have new business?
I'm fine.
Go ahead, Councilor.
Yeah, I would just like to wish Lynn Classical boys basketball in the semifinals tonight. That's playing Salem. A really good success. They've had an amazing season. And shout out to the West Lynn Ward 7 Rams.
Good. Good luck. Now we have another citation presentation. I would like to call Councillor Nicole Nicole McLean. Take it away, Councillor.
Thank you. All right, good evening, everyone. I have a citation that I would like to present to My Brother's Table, to their staff and volunteers. I did prepare a little something. It's truly an honor to stand here today and recognize the volunteers and staff of My Brother's Table. For more than 4 decades, this organization has embodied one of the most powerful values a community can hold: showing up for one another. Day after day, meal after meal, and person after person, you remind us that dignity, compassion, and service are not just words. They are actions. Volunteering is not always easy. I was there the other day, and I saw the joy inside of My Brother's Table. I was there volunteering, and Melvin and another volunteer were just bantering with each other, but also it was a lot of hard work. So it was great to be there. I believe it was yesterday. I can't, the days get all. It requires time, patience, and heart. And yet, each of you chooses to give those things freely to ensure that your neighbors who may be experiencing hardship are met not only with a warm meal, but with kindness and respect. What makes My Brother's Table so special is not just the food that is served, it is the sense of humanity and belonging that you create within these walls. In a world that can sometimes feel divided, you demonstrate the simple but powerful truth that community is built when we care for one another. On behalf of the City of Lynn, it is my privilege to present this citation in recognition of your service, your generosity, and your unwavering commitment to uplifting our community. Thank you for the work that you do. Lynn is stronger because of you. Please come up to the desk. Diane, Jorge, Mary, please come up so you guys can receive the citation. So pretty. Oh, it looks really nice. Oh, we have Diane too here. Awesome. So we have all the board members here. So we have Cassandra, Mary, Donna, and Jorge here to receive, and Diane here to receive this citation. It says, for many years, My Brother's Table has stood as a pillar of compassion, dignity, and hope, providing consistent nourishment, care, and support to individuals and families experiencing food insecurity and hardship. Through times of stability and crisis alike, the staff and volunteers have shown up with reliability, humility, and an unwavering sense of purpose. Their dedication exemplifies the highest standard of servant leadership rooted in respect, empathy, and an enduring belief in the worth of every individual. The impact of this work is deeply felt across the City of Lynn, and the example set by My Brother's Table continues to inspire a stronger, more compassionate community. The Lynn City Council proudly acknowledges that this service is appreciated, noticed, and valued, and we extend our sincere thanks for the lasting difference made through years of faithful service. Congratulations. You guys want to come on up for a picture? Sure. Maybe not. Thank you.
I would like you guys to know that you are also loving and lovable and amazing and beautiful and awesome for your work. And handsome and beautiful. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Thank you so much. All right. There's no more new business, Attorney Lamana?
No further new business unless it comes from the council.
Any new business coming from the councilors? Announcements? Nothing? Everybody's excited to go out. What is the wish of the council?
I make a motion to adjourn, Mr.
Council adjourned by any second?
Seconded.
And I?
Aye.
All right, we done.
Done.
Hey,
Thank you all.